Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pause Window Cleaning, and today we have a very exciting video that we're going to talk about 3 different items that you can use for your window cleaning business. Either you're just starting out as a window cleaner or you have many years of experience in the window cleaning industry that can benefit you, all from Home Depot. And at the very end, I'm going to have an extra item, kind of like a hybrid item that you don't want to miss out. See you in a sec. Alright, let's get into it. So I just want to say from the beginning is that this tools that we're going to bring out right now are things that my wife and I use on a regular basis for window cleaning jobs. Now, of course, this is not like the basics of like a squeegee, mop, and a bucket, because everyone knows that, and that's just the common knowledge, right? So, but these tools are more for like an extension of that will really help you out with your jobs and make it easier for you, and something that, you know, we all can go to a Home Depot, right? So I have my iPad here on the side, and I'm going to kind of be looking back and forth, and I just bought all these products yesterday from Home Depot, so I can give you like a 2023 updated guide, I guess, you know, like the most recent prices that you can get these tools, and then at the end I can break down how much all of it was together, just in case, you know, you weren't able to add it all up, you know, because I mean, it's YouTube, right? We do all the work for you, right? All right, so let's start off by this one. This is a 56-ounce HDX handheld spray. So why is this important, right? So normally you have a traditional spray, right? Spray bottle that everyone uses and everything like that. Man, if you do that all the time, literally your hands are gonna be constantly hurting, because it's like you're doing this for obviously the inside windows, and it's just a pain because it's just a lot of work. But what makes this awesome is that it's 56 ounces. It's pretty much bigger than the handheld spray bottles that you normally get. You can put a lot of solution in here, a lot of water, a lot of whatever you want to do. It is perfect, and ever since my wife has been using this, because normally she does the inside, I do the outside. She says that, like, I'm talking about like a big house. This can last like half a house. So obviously you need to refill it like maybe midway of the job. So 2 of these, like 2 full of these, will last like a huge house. And of course, if it's even bigger, you can always refill it, right? But the point is that this is good for like a big house, half a house. But when it's a smaller house, it can last you the whole job in the inside, right? So this is a really awesome tool. And what's nice about it is that you don't have to keep spraying all over the place. You just kind of, you know, pump it up a couple times, spray with your solution and all that stuff, and you're good to go. And you can even soak it as much as you want on the window, which obviously there's a limit, because you don't want to get, you know, too much water, because then at that point you have a lot of cleanup, right? And you also waste a lot of solution. So this at Home Depot was $8.97. So really great buy. This is so convenient. I totally 100% recommend it. And yeah, this is a great product. All right. So the next one that we have now, when you're thinking of windows, I can get it off the camera a little bit. When we're thinking about windows, right, we think, okay, we need to go and take off, or what can we do when it comes to windows, right? So you said, okay, so now we have windows and everything's going to be easy. Well, you always forget that there are screens in front of the windows, right? So what do I mean by screens? Well, screens, most of the time you can just take off from the inside, and I always prefer that, right? Just go from the inside or whatever, but especially on the second story, right? But what about if it's on the first story and you don't want to go inside the house, right? Like, let's say maybe the homeowner not home, or you just don't want to go inside, take off your shoes, or put booties on and try to go to a window or whatever. Well, that's what this next product is this 3-piece bar set. This is again from Home Depot, and what's awesome about this is that it comes in 3 different sizes, right? So mainly this is for like opening paint, right? The paint bottles, you have to open it or whatever, but this is a great tool. I personally use this all the time, and my wife too. She always asks me, oh, can I borrow it, because she needs to open windows sometimes. It's kind of hard to get to, but what's nice about this is that well, I will say this first, that this is my favorite one, the smallest one. And then normally these 2 I don't really use as often, but sometimes when they're like kind of hard to get off, it's kind of nice to use kind of the bigger one. Actually, I don't even think I've ever used the biggest one. Normally I just use the second one, but really great product to buy. This one was, this is the most expensive out of the three, this is going to be $18.97. So it's a great buy. Go pop a screen open, no problem, and all that stuff. And even too, sometimes when you're stuck and you want to push the screen back in, it's a nice little way to, you know, hit it in. And also too, especially there's a lot of screens here in Southern California that have like clips. So sometimes like you're on the second story and you're trying to put like the clip underneath the screen. This is great for this little latch here. You can just kind of like stick it up. Then from there you can pull it in, and then you can put the latch on the back into place. So really, really, really great buy. All right. So now this tool probably I would say is the most important tool. So I kind of went from like, you know, like a tool that, you know, you don't have to have, to the tool that obviously is for screens. It's really, really helpful to have. But this tool I would say I have used the most out of all these tools probably combined, right? And that is this tool right here, this Unger. I want to make sure I say 6-inch mini combo. This is an awesome, now obviously I bought it, so I just bought it, I just haven't used it yet. But now this tool here is so awesome for, you probably guessed it by now, French windows, right? This is just the most perfect like tool ever, because you don't have to have two separate tools. You have one tool that you can just go, flip, and go down, right? Now, this tool, I would say, is a great beginner's tool, and I would say that this is really nice, especially when you like for French windows. But in like the pictures here, I'll try to show you, it kind of shows that you want to put like maybe a bar or something, you know, like an extension pole to try to clean some windows, which is, I don't know, that window's way too big for this size of squeegee. But anyways, but the point is that for having this for French windows is so nice, because really it's just so convenient. You just go wash and all that stuff, flip it, and then go from there. Now, is this the tool that I use today? Obviously not, but what I do have is the exact same, and that's going to be leading up to the bonus one, right? So the bonus tool that I have, oh, I don't think I said this, how much the price was. This was $12.97. So very great buy. So I'm just gonna put all of it together. So these three together was, before tax, $40.91. Okay, so again, this was $8.97. This was $12.97. And this was $18.97. I don't know why they all have to be 97 cents, but okay. So like I was saying, this tool is great. But now I'm going to talk about modifying. Modifying. Why would I want to modify this? This is a perfect tool, right? Well, I'm not cutting anything. I'm not doing anything to the shape of it itself. But this mop here is not the greatest mop. This mop is like the most basic mop you can ever use. You're going on a window, you know, French window, you're going over it, and like that stuff that's a little bit like, that needs a little bit more, you know, more work on it. This is not gonna do it. This is just like the most basic. This is like maintenance. So that's why, you know, this is only what, $12.97, right? And then also too, like the squeegee itself, my wife has been using it on the inside for French windows, and she says that sometimes it like leaves streaks. Sometimes like you're kind of going like this or whatever, and you're gonna see like little lines kind of in between the rubber, and then sometimes it just doesn't want to, you know, go with the flow or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. This tool is great, but it can be better. Now, how can it be better, right? And so now I'm going to show you my modification. So this is the one that we've been using. Now, what makes it different from this one, right? Well, you can kind of tell already that you kind of have a different mop here. This is the Hedgehog from Maykkers, and this is a really good, like a aggressive mop that's really good for French windows, especially like when people touch, you know, the windows, especially like doors and all that. So this is really good. Now remember, keep in mind, this is not good, this Hedgehog is not good for tinted windows because it will scratch it up. So it's good for every window except for tint, okay? Now, what about this side? Now this one, I have it here, the information. This is an Ettore Master Brass Channel 6-inch. So I bought this through Window Cleaning Resource, and I'll put the link in the description below of this tool. Now, my wife has been using this part, this metal, right, aluminum or whatever, this metal part of the squeegee for, you know, quite some time, and she started not to like it. She's like, you know, I love this tool, or I love this tool, but you know, I don't like this bar here because it leaves all those marks. This Ettore Master Brass channel will fix that problem 100%. So this is a little bit more stronger material, obviously, and what's gonna happen is that when you start squeegeeing everything off, it is gonna be much better. So again, this is the fourth tool, the bonus, I guess you can say. This is something that is stinking awesome, because also one thing, this is also a pain, like when you have to like take this off. It's like, look at this. It's like you go like this, and then you have to take it off, and then, you know, it kind of becomes problematic. But I would say after this video, we're gonna swap. So for this new bar, but this new handle. But see how problematic that mop was? It's like kind of boring. But this one is like, oh, so easy. Just rip it off, you're done. Boom, right? Super easy. And then you want to put it back on, boom, 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 done. So this one, you know, has the Velcro, but anyways, that's the video for today, guys. I just wanted to give you an update of ourselves. It's been a very busy summer. It just literally hit us like overnight. It was like, you know, we had some jobs and everything, but now it's like we're getting like so many calls a day that, you know, I have to reject some jobs, and yeah, it's been really busy. So I apologize if I wasn't able to make a video sooner. But I'm just glad that now I have a GoPro that actually does record and doesn't stop. So that's really good. And yeah, just want to get this quick video out there. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Please, if you got this far in the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. I already guess I said comment, but you know, it's what we have to say, right? I guess. Like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, we're focusing a lot on shorts, so that's going to be a cool like way of like, you know, trying to get into the algorithm or whatever. But I'm going to try to do like a video like this as many times as I can. And actually, I'm kind of going to give you guys a preview. Our next video is going to be the Zero Micro Ultralight. We just bought that. Whew, it's a big difference. It's awesome. It's lightweight, not lighter than my Micro, and I'll have a full review on that, and I think you guys are gonna like it. And yeah, we have a very busy summer ahead of us, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.